Have you ever asked yourself how the ice gets into the ice rink? Well, if you think they just flood the rink and that's it, you're far away from what's actually happening here. During the next few days, I will accompany the staff of my hometown ice rink, Max Aicher Arena, while they are creating the surface that means the world to me. Let's go! Before they bring the first layers of water onto the concrete, they have to install the things that later have to be under the water or under the ice. For example, this thermometer, one of many thermometers on the 400 meters track and the hockey field, which is later responsible for precise temperature measurements that they know how to run the cooling machines. And this here in my back is a so-called transponder, which is later responsible for precise time measurement of the athletes. And also around 5 days before they bring the water on the concrete, they have to pre-cool the concrete till around -6 degrees Celsius. And now we're going to the building right next to the ice rink where we'll find the cooling machine. Now I'm on my way down to where the heart of the ice rink beats. See the pipes, see the machines, you see how much is in here. Way too much to explain to you right now what everything does, how everything works in here. The only thing I have to tell you is I could never imagine how much of machinery, of pipes, of everything it takes for an ice rink. Now I see it. Crazy. Crazy. At the moment I went down into the cellar, I thought, okay, there will be some machines and some pipes. I could never imagine that it's that much of them. The coolest thing about making this video is that it brings me to places of this arena that I never imagined that I will ever be there. Now I'm on the roof of the arena, the roof that I normally just see when I arrive over this street from the side and sometimes when I fly the drone for some intro shots. But now I can actually walk on it. I know it has nothing to do with skating itself or making the ice, but it's just absolutely cool that today I'm allowed to look behind all the scenes of my hometown arena. Alright guys, it's the next day and as you can see they already covered the transponders that you see right in front of me with water already, and within the next minutes they will start to cover the entire ice rink with water. The ice rink is now pre-cooled, it's cool enough that the water will get frozen. The cooling machines that we visited yesterday are running. I can't explain you 100% how the cooling machines work, I just know that the cooling fluid, the ammoniac, gets pumped through a long labyrinth of pipes through tunnels under the ice rink. So the whole ice rink has funnels under it, which is pretty interesting to see. And there are some smaller pipes that are under the concrete here and cooling it. Like, you know, the floor heatings that you have at home probably, and this is a floor cooling. The same principle, just done with ammoniac. So now let's watch the ice rink stuff, how they cover the ice rink with water. Let's go! So now, as you can see, the first layer of water is on the concrete. So now the stuff will give it a few minutes to get frozen and then they'll bring on the next layer. And so on, and so on, and so on, until we reach around 1 centimeter of basic ice layer. And on this basic ice layer, tomorrow, they will bring on the white paint. So the ice looks nice and white, and also the lines of the 400 meter racetrack. So I let them do their job and be back here tomorrow for the paint. Good morning guys, it's the next morning, early in the morning. I really have to hurry up because they already finished the preparation for coloring the ice. The base layer of ice is on the rink and now they're bringing on the white paint with this machine and I have to start recording that now, so see you later. never seen before how they actually put the color into the ice. Now I can see it live. The color is white chalk. The guys that you can see walking right behind me at the border, they are protecting the border from the white color, so just the ice gets white. They are putting on the second layer now, and after those 2 layers they give it another layer of just water to fix the color in place, that everything stays where it is and looks nice. And then they will bring up the lines in the afternoon. So now I'm going to have a rest and then I'll be back for the lines later. A few hours later, the color is sealed. There's a small layer of water on the white color, and now we are preparing, or they are preparing, to make the lines. The lines are actually not painted, they are made out of a kind of a papery material. I don't know, I had it in my hands. I can't explain how they do it because I don't know what they're doing, so let's just watch what they are doing. Well, I thought I know something about ice rinks and I know how ice rink ice is made, and I kind of knew it. I kind of knew what kind of technique you need behind the ice rink, kind of what you do to make ice, but seeing it with my own eyes, witnessing the work of those guys, whole different thing than I imagined. Oh. Honestly, I have so much respect and appreciation for the work of the ice rink staff, building up the surface that means so much to me. Now they even bumped their lunch break a little bit later so they can start building up the lines or making the lines in the turns, and at least one line in the straight that I can see it and can film it, because I have to leave now. I got some other duties today, football duties. Let's see how the match will turn out today, if it's worth it. I'm leaving now. They are finishing the lines today and then putting layer after layer after layer of water on the ice the next 2 days, so I don't have to be here the next 2 days. And the day after tomorrow I will be here when they start to build up the hockey rink. So see you the day after tomorrow. Hey guys, good morning. It's 2 days later and the 400 meters racetrack already looks great, but the ice workers are still bringing water on the rink, as you can see in my bag, and they are doing it for the next few days. But the look of this rink won't change that much anymore, except that the ice is getting thicker and thicker. But at the hockey rink we still don't have any ice, but they will change that today, because today they will start to bring on the water on the hockey rink as well. And this is what I'm recording today. Some interesting numbers about making the ice on the racetrack and the hockey field. For 1 centimeter of ice on the 400 meters racetrack, they need 40,000 liters of water, and for 1 centimeter of ice on the hockey field, they need 18,000 liters of water, which makes the overall water use for the 400 meter track, where you need 30 millimeters of ice, around 144,000 liters of water on this track and around 63,000 liters on the hockey rink. And if you think this is a lot of water, the entire amount of water you need to make the 400 meters track and the hockey field that stays there for the entire year in a very big fridge. Some snow cannons at the big skiing regions, just one of the big cannons is using more water per day than you need to make those 2 ice rinks. By the way, the water is coming from the nearby lake, which is right behind the arena, and if it's used, if it's snow and it goes into this hole, then it will be cleaned and brought back to the lake or the river that leaves the lake. So environmentally friendly ice rinks, yes, they need energy, yes, they need water, but nothing compared to skiing slopes. Even if I'm a skiing instructor and I like skiing from the faces of the environment, ice skating is way better. What? It makes me kind of sad to see the hockey rink I spent so many hours on without ice, but the hockey rink won't stay without ice for too long anymore, because within the next minutes they will start to bring the water, bring the first layers of ice into the hockey rink. You can already see the markers for the bully points. Everything is prepared, so now let's bring on the water. Now now the hockey rink looks way better with the first layer of water on it. I have to keep moving, otherwise my feet will freeze to the ground. Way better, but that's just the first layer. Now within the next hours, it will bring layer after layer after layer on the hockey rink, and then tomorrow they will start building up the lines. So I'll be back here tomorrow to build up the lines and for a little specialty that will be in this ice rink for this season. See you tomorrow. Hey guys, the next day I'm back in the afternoon, so they already started because I had to work at my main job this morning, but now I'm here and they left me some of the lines and some of the bullies that I can record them for you, and this is what I'm doing right now. Alright guys, all the lines on the hockey pitch are finished. They will now let the lines freeze and then cover everything with layer after layer of water for the next few days. I don't have to be here while they do it, but I'll be back here on Friday, so in 3 days, when they do the final evening in making the ice flat, finishing everything, and then I'll be back here on Sunday for skating. There's just one last thing I have to do now, bringing my logo under the ice as well. I'm allowed to do that in front of the door, the area where I'm always sitting. So all I have to do is making the area wet, then placing, unfortunately it's a plastic sticker, so it's not ideal for bringing it under the ice, but I'll do my best to cover it with plenty of water and hope it somehow freezes under the ice. This should do it. Alright guys, that's it for today. See you back at the final works in a few days. It's Friday afternoon and the ice rink finally looks like an ice rink. They even have a little bit too much ice, so a few millimeters too much of ice on the ice at the moment, but that's on purpose because the ice won't be 100% flat if you just spray the water on it. So they have to even it in, or to cut it in, or however you want to call it, so they make everything even, which costs a few millimeters of ice. This is what you can see right in my back with the standard Zamboni or ice resurfacing machine and the bigger machine in the back. This is the machine that will now even in 400 meters racetrack, and this is what I'll record today. And that's it. That's how ice rink ice is made. Look at the hockey rink. It's close to perfection. They're just having a last few rounds with the ice resurfacing machines to give it a last layer of water for some corrections of some last dents. But you can see the ice is crystal clear, never touched by any ice skating blades. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to make the first rounds on this perfectly even ice. Tonight, the local hockey team has a test match, so they will have the honor to make the first rounds with their blades on this beautiful hockey rink. The 400 meters racetrack is also close to be finished. The evening in is finished, so what they do is the same as with the hockey rink. They're just evening it in with the resurfacing machines, so nothing happens except the remove of the last bits of snow and then a few resurfacing rounds to get this ice rink also to perfection.
And that's it. That's how Icerink ice is made. I hope you liked this video. I hope you got some more details, behind the scenes views about how ice rinks work, how ice making actually works, even if I couldn't explain everything 100%. I hope it's enough for you to get a better understanding how Icerink ice is made. And that's it for today, guys. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up for the algorithm. Please don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss many more ice skating related videos in the future. Feel free to check out my merch, feel free to check out my Instagram. That's it for today, guys. See ya!